Hello, welcome to the liminal space between the LRR and NJT concourses here at Penn Station. Today, I'm taking advantage of NJT Free Week, weirdly boarding on track 13, an LIRR track, but today we're going to New Jersey's weirdest train station. But first, here's some history, and I'll see you again on board what might be an era. The history of Jersey Avenue, New Jersey's weirdest train station, dates back to the 1850s, when the Millstone and New Brunswick Railroad was chartered. This line was originally just a dead-end branch line running from New Brunswick to small surrounding towns. This all changed, however, in 1864, when the Camden and Amboy Railroad opened what is now the Northeast Corridor, on a straighter alignment from Trenton north to New York. Soon after, the mighty Pennsylvania Railroad leased the Camden and Amboy, and this line became a vital part of their line to New York, connecting in Philadelphia with routes south to D.C. and west to Pittsburgh. In the 1870s, as part of the ever-ongoing feud between the Pennsylvania and Reading Railroads, a new line was built from Millstone to Washington, on the banks of the Delaware River. This line, called the Mercer and Somerset Railway, was both intended to link the Millstone and New Brunswick to another Pennsy subsidiary, the Belvidere Delaware Railroad, but also to mess with the construction of the Reading Railroad-backed National Airline Railway. How do they do this? Well, the Mercer and Somerset Railway conveniently intersected with the planned route of the National Airline Railway, and the Pennsylvania Railroad attempted to quite literally stop the Reading in its tracks. This strategy, perhaps unsurprisingly, did not work, and the Mercer and Somerset was abandoned before a bridge could even be built to link it to the Millstone and New Brunswick. Now back to branch line status, the Millstone and New Brunswick was a small commuter branch line, sort of like the Dinky in Princeton, but serving smaller towns. That is, until 1930, when passenger service ended. Passenger service on the line had never been super strong, and by the 1930s, with the advent of the automobile, the Pennsylvania Railroad felt that it was simply unsustainable to retain the service. The line remained as a minor freight branch, but got a second lease on life in 1963, when the idea of putting a park-and-ride station at the location of the junction between the Millstone and New Brunswick and the Northeast Corridor was proposed. The Pennsylvania Railroad, then struggling financially, thought that this could be a way to get more people to switch from cars to trains. Hence, through the power of federal grant money, the station opened in October of 1963 and was pretty successful. Contrary to popular belief, this was not actually the first park-and-ride in the U.S. Route 128 in Massachusetts opened a decade prior, but it could be argued that this was the first true commuter park-and-ride in the U.S. as Route 128 was more intended at suburbanites taking intercity trains to other places along the Northeast Corridor. Even as the rest of the Millstone and New Brunswick Railroad was abandoned, Jersey Avenue remains an oddity on NJT's network. So with that history, let's go see me in New Brunswick, where I'll encounter the best form of transit ever, Microtransit! So, as you can see, this was not an arrow, it was a multi-level set. Sorry if you were expecting an arrow, but I've heard that Jersey Ave Terminators are your best chance for corridor arrows, but then the day before I filmed this, I did ride a Trenton Terminator that wasn't arrows. So it depends. It's kind of a crapshoot. If you really want arrows, just go to the Gladstone branch or the Dinky. Alright, Microtransit time. Alright, so this Microtransit, which by the way is run by Middlesex County, they used to have a large bus system, now it's 2 routes and they don't connect and it's not very good. But the Microtransit app is quite good. It's just the New Brunswick city borders is the zone. And as you can see when I book this, the wait times can vary a lot. Like, it can be right now or it can be 30 minutes. In this case, I wanted a bit of a longer wait so I wouldn't have a ton of time at Jersey Ave. I booked that longer one, and then this was the routing I got. Which sort of proves the issues that Microtransit has. Also, the vehicle was not a bus or a minibus, it was just a minivan. Like, it was a car. I run a transit YouTube channel, guys, I swear. Alright, enough Microtransit shenanigans. I'll see you at Jersey Ave. Welcome to Jersey Ave. My train is here, but, just a couple of observations about the Microtransit. First off, that car had 4 seats. Not the best capacity, but I did see a couple of minibuses included in that fixed route run. I would imagine they do run some minibuses. I have about 15 minutes till I train, so let's do a quick review of Jersey Ave. The new system map. Wow, we're here. One thing, it doesn't say that there's no northbound stop at the service. All northbound service is terminating. There is a little waiting room with a ticket office, which is useless now because, of course, it's free. There is this is fun. There's a Word doc schedule. And I think I saw a schedule board over there. But the main draw of the station is parking. The station was built in the 660s by the Pennsylvania Railroad as an experiment, and it works. This is the schedule. It is correct. We are getting... Oh, it's just north, and that makes sense. We're getting the 9:30 one. So yeah, this is the last northbound train of the day at 9:30 a.m. I'm going to just venture across the parking lot quickly to show you the other cool thing here, which is if you're willing to brave, the station being here, if you're willing to just stand by what's essentially a glorified parking lot with a side of train for a bit, this is a great rail line spot because there is a platform there. I'm not going to walk all the way there. Actually, I might, but some trains do stop here southbound on their way to Trenton. I have to hurry up, but this is a freight siding of some sort, and then more parking, and then this is the southbound platform, which is a lot more bare than the siding because, of course, most people are getting on at the siding. There's no northbound service on the main line, and I see a southbound train. I'm not gonna get on gonna run back. But yeah, very bare. Just some signs, a bus shelter. You don't see. I don't think there's Eve and a Tig. There's actually a northbound NJT coming right now. I'm gonna film that, and then I'll run back to my train, get on board. Because if I miss that, I'm very screwed. But yeah, Jersey Ave station. I guess I'll give it a rating. Get to 3 out of 10. Cool concept, but very bad station. All right, let's film his train. Hopping on board this multi-level. One interesting thing is that both of the Jersey Ave trains I saw today, this and the one I rode, were both actually multis. And Jersey Ave is, as far as I know, the best place. Ooh, God, these windows are crusty. Jersey Ave is the best place to get an arrow on the corridor, of course, aside from the Jinky. This is a nice window. So yeah, Jersey Ave station. Train 3755 serves Newark Airport. So, yeah, with that was Jersey Ave. I hope you enjoyed my, rambly clip, but I didn't really have a lot of time. I think a 3 out of 10 is fair. It's really just, it's good for phone moving. That's a point to it. But it gets terrible service. I didn't talk about the service. I think it gets somewhere in the range of 10 trains in each peak, and it's peak only aside from 2 late night weekend trains. This is wrong. I didn't look at the schedule very closely, but while it does only get 12 northbound trains per weekday all in peak, it actually gets pretty consistent southbound service even during the off-peak on weekdays. Some trains, and there's some trains run through. The thing is that on weekends, it gets no northbound service and very little southbound service. Gets one train at 1:17 a.m. and another one at 2:26 a.m. It's just the last 2 trains of the night on weekends. Not sure exactly why that is, but yeah, that's the service. It's not great, but it's not as bad as I thought it was. And I don't think it gets midday service. I'll do a voiceover about that. But yeah, now I'm going to take this train to Metropark. I'll see you there, where I'll end this video and we'll start something incredibly stupid. Thank you. Welcome to Metropark. Welcome to Metropark. The train. Wait, is there a train to Hoboken? Okay, that is so weird. There is a train on the board, an Amtrak, listed as going to Hoboken. That is incorrect. There was a train listed going to Hoboken with an Amtrak. Anyway, that was Jersey Ave. Let's film this train leaving. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and here's a foam shot to end out the video.